we're starting the first installment of Thespian Thursdays, and that's going to be a 3-hour workshop, kind of actor jam workout. So if you need a place to sharpen your craft in between your classes with your other acting coaches, or in between auditions, we're going to run them every Thursday from 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern time. Now, those ones are in person here in our Toronto studio. Brandon's going to run that one tomorrow, and we're going to limit them just to 8 spots. So you can come in. There's going to be about a half hour of a voice and speech class, a little voice and speech workout to get you warmed up, maybe some fun little improv games to get you warmed up. Then we're going to work on some monologue and scene study. There'll also be a Q&A session for anyone who has general questions about auditions or specific questions about auditions, or if you've got special questions about how we're helping actors here at Actors Audition Club. Those are a great time to do those. And to register for those, you can do that at laughingvikings.com/workouts, but only 8 spots. And the other thing I'll say to people who are members with Actors Audition Club, if you've got a quick one-liner or maybe an SOC commercial, you could join us for one of those, and we can help you bang out a little quickie. It is a group session, so you don't have the specific one-on-one attention that you would have when you book a normal audition session with us for your self-tapes. But if it's just something quick and you don't mind working on it in front of other actors, then the weekly workouts are a great place to just bang out a little quickie where you don't need a full hour session and you don't need the one-on-one time. You can do that and just get those taken care of at a weekly workout. laughingvikings.com/workouts. You're going to run the one tomorrow, Brandon. You want to talk about that? You excited for that?
I'm very excited. This will be the first time I'm teaching a class, and I'm very nervous, but I'm very excited to help people get more comfortable in front of the camera. And like I feel like a lot of times for actors, we don't spend as much time as we need to in front of the camera. And the more you do, the better it's going to feel, especially when you're doing these auditions, because you have, especially with self-tapes now, you have the opportunity to really digest the work and really put your best foot forward for the casting directors or the directors and producers. And I think the more that you do, the more time that you spend in front of a camera, the better. And I think these classes will do that. And like, if you have a monologue, if you have a scene that you want to work on, if you have something that you're interested in, come on down to the Thespian Thursdays. We're going to help you with some voice and speech stuff. We're going to have some fun, and we're going to be there for any questions and queries that you might have about the industry or auditions. And let's make a community. Let's really build this community. Let's have a lot of fun, because the more that we do together, the better it's going to feel. Like, you want to have a safe space that you can go to explore, to have fun. And I think I've said fun about 6 times already, and I really do firmly believe that. Like, the more fun that you have, the better off you're going to feel. And the less stress that you put on yourself when you do submit that self-tape or that audition, because it takes all the stress away.
Yeah, and Brandon's being quite modest. He said this is the first time he's teaching a class, and that may be the first time in a group setting with multiple actors. But Brandon's run hundreds, maybe thousands, at least hundreds and hundreds, like multiple hundreds of audition sessions. So he's been coaching and teaching one-on-one for a long time. So, and I know you always do a great job with coaching and teaching, and you're always weaving in lessons that you've been taught and that you've learned over the years. And we also pass down a lot of the amazing knowledge that we learned from our other coaches, especially Tom Todoroff out of his classes as well. So you'll learn a lot in those. But a big part of it is community, is especially since the pandemic. Acting was always for me anyways, acting and stand-up has often felt like a very lone wolf career where you're carving your own path and finding your own way in this business. Yeah. But having a community and having a group of people to rely on and lift you up and share victories with and share resources and ask questions and just be around as a human being. We lost a lot of that over the pandemic when we used to do these pre-pandemic, and then we just hadn't gotten back to them. And I think the pandemic has separated us even further. So I'm really excited to get these back. And yeah, the main thing is fun. It's going to be very informal. Everyone who's here, we're only having 8 spots. It's a 3-hour class, so that leaves one-on-one on-camera time about 20 minutes to half an hour per person, plus the warm-up at the beginning, voice and speech warm-up, and then at the end we'll open it up for some Q&A. But yeah, you've got special questions, and not just us. And it's not like we have all the answers. It's when you get around a group of like-minded, growth-minded actors, you're going to learn things from other people. You're going to learn things from watching other actors work. You'll get a tip from Brandon that he gives to another actor while that actor is working that maybe wouldn't have come up had you not been there observing and watching. And for those of you who are not in the Toronto area, every Tuesday, we're going to do Tune-Up Tuesdays, and that one is virtual via Zoom. So you can go to laughingvikings.com/workouts. If you're in the Toronto area and you want to see us in person, choose Thespian Thursdays. Or if you're international, or even if you're in Toronto and you like Zoom, I think Zoom's a great option these days. So choose Tune-Up Tuesdays. You want to bring that page up real quick?
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll just show you how to do that. You can book online, but again, I just want to reiterate that it's 8 spots. So I use the term drop-in, which a lot of people take that you can just come and go as you please, but you do need to register so that we know how many numbers are showing up. But they're just one-offs for now. We might do packages where you can get a 6-pack or an 8-pack. But hit that save my spot button there. Boop. There you go. So each session every week from 6 to 9 includes a director and a coach. You get a voice and speech warm up, on camera monologue and scene rehearsal study. And then at the end, if it's something that you're shooting and you want a copy of it, we'll just send the raw file transfer to you, or drop it in a Google Drive or something like that for you to access it. Especially a lot of people, occasionally you have a scene or a monologue that you're working on in order to show an agent or in order to showcase or get into a school. If you need help with that, and you don't think you need the one-on-one time, again, I wouldn't substitute this. If you have a big 9-page audition, I would book a one-on-one session and do a proper self-tape session with us. But if it's a quickie and you want to work on something on camera here in front of a group and get some group feedback and work with one of our audition session directors, then these Tune-Up Tuesdays and Thespian Thursdays are great options. And like we said, each class at the end will have an open Q&A where we can share tips and advice and resources and all the specific things that come up that maybe you don't have an answer for and you want to ask those, then do that too. All right. Yeah. Looking forward to those ones too. So stay tuned. They're going to be weekly every week. And actually scroll up. We'll give that people. Sometimes people hesitate. They're like, what's this going to be like? So we're just going to do a 7-day money back guarantee. So you come on a Thursday and you're like, fuck that. That was terrible. I never want to see any of these people again. And that was a huge waste of time and money. If you feel that way, if you're not completely satisfied with your Actors Audition Club experience, just let us know and we'll send you a refund. We've got hundreds of 5-star reviews for our work here with actors. So I can't see that happening. But if you're not happy, then we don't want to take your money. So there you go. No harm, no foul.